Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Marina. I am a certified lash tech based in Toronto, Canada, and I like making lashing videos, and today we are going to be focusing on doing a fluffy volume cat eye set. I love doing just kind of like normal sets. I've been doing a lot of textured spiky sets, but we're going back to the basics, and today I'm going to share some of my little tips to get that nice fluffy kind of light soft glam look but still keep it quite full. And also, before I get into this, sorry about the camera angle, it is cut off, but after a minute into the video it should change. Also, I just want to put a disclaimer out there that everything I'm sharing with you guys is just completely what I like to do, and I always recommend to continue learning from different sources because things that work for me might not work for you. I'm just hoping that I can provide some type of avenue of learning so that you guys can continuously learn different techniques. So getting into this set, I'm going to touch upon a few tips and tricks that could help you. I know that some people do other tips that I can share with you that I might not do, but I've heard, and I also urge people to join Facebook lash groups. I actually find them extremely helpful. I find that everybody is able to discuss in there some issues they're having and also gain some insight and tips from other lash artists. So check those out. I joined like 3 of them, so I always find them kind of helpful. That's a little tip out there. But so the first thing that I want to share is the fluffiness of the set. So I find that I really like going for more of like this fluffy type of like glam, soft glam look that really like pops the I guess like makes the eye pop. Sorry, I couldn't find my words there for a second, but yeah, it's to make the eyes pop. And usually that's achieved by doing really wide fans. And even if you're using like a 0.05 like I am, you can still make the fans fairly wide, even though they might not be as wide as 0.03. You can still achieve a nice fluffiness to them if you get those fans wide enough. Now, I don't use the pickup method, I use the pinch method, and for me, I find that the pinch method like allows me to reach that wide fluffy fan that I'm looking for. I always liked the pinching method. I think that it's a lot easier, but like I said before, people have different techniques and have different preferences when it comes to lashing. So if you can achieve a wide fan with the pickup method, whatever floats your boat. However, I am definitely a pinch method girl. And so what I like to do when it's a cat eye set, something to achieve that nice feline look. This girl was telling me that she wanted a very feminine look, pretty elegant look, but within the cat eye. So to get that nice like drag and that lift from the inner corner to the outer corner, I always taper the outer corner with a double D curl, but I also skip a length. So as you can see, I said 11 to 18. However, I don't use a 17 millimeter right before the 18. I go from 11 to 16, I skip 17 and go straight up to 18. That jump in the length will give you that nice flick at the end of the eye, which really gives a nice lifted kind of feline look that I find that a lot of people are trying to achieve when it comes to the cat eye set. So that's something that to keep in mind. If you guys are willing to try it out, I definitely recommend it. If you are going up more than 1 millimeter, like if you're skipping more than 1 millimeter, I might advise to maybe add a few fans, like maybe 4 fans in there, just so that the jump doesn't look too weird and too, I guess, choppy. I've noticed that sometimes that big jump in length can look a little weird, so I might like incorporate a few lengths in there just so that the growth of the eyelash is very natural. So yeah, that's another tip that I would recommend to keep in mind. Something else that you can kind of consult with your client is the curl. Now I know that this girl really likes the drama. She wanted something very I guess like dramatic, glam. So I use D-curl because D-curl is fairly curly and it is a lot more noticeable. However, if someone's going for maybe like a softer, more elegant look, I might transition to like a C or even a CC curl, just because the curl won't be as dramatic, but if you use the same length and the same diameter, you can still get a really nice full look, just it won't be as intense. I do really like C curl. I think it gives a very nice, elegant look to a set. Majority of the time I use D and double D curl, unless advised that they want a C curl. Or if anyone ever asks me that and says something like, oh, I want an elegant look, then yeah, like I might go ahead and you know, use a C curl because they want something a little bit more on the natural side. So that's also something that you want to communicate with your client for. A lot of the times, a lot of clients want a lot of different things. They might be really particular. Some actually don't really know what they want. When I got this client, she told me that her last set was about 5 years ago, and she was explaining to me how it looked a lot different from what she originally ever asked for. It just looked different, and I told her that's because, you know, techniques change, trends change, and that's also something that she should keep in mind, because also every lash artist is very different. In terms of the tools, like always, I'm using FORABELI Pro Care Glue. The retention has been amazing with this glue. These past, I don't know, the past 3 months, I have been in love with this glue. So I ordered 3 bottles. So I really recommend. They're an Amazon store, so they ship really fast. Please go take a look. I really, really, really love this glue. Like in my other videos though, I have mentioned that this glue is really finicky in terms of environment. So make sure that your humidity is up to par, the temperature's up to par. But I always use a glue accelerator because I live in Canada. It is quite dry here. So using an accelerator just allows me to work quickly, but also still allows me to get that wraparound for high retention. So all the tools that I use, even if they're not used in this video, in a general sense, I linked everything in the description box below. Nothing is listed if I don't use it, so please go take a look, because I really do use all of those tools on a daily basis. My tweezers, they're not from Amazon, they're from LASHGOD. They have a new collection out that were sold in a bundle. So the 2 tweezers that you can see were sold in 4s. There's 2 other sets, which is another isolation, and then the other one's a volume tweezer. Highly recommend. I've learned that the disinfectant was actually making the paint peel. So if you guys are going to disinfect these types of tools, anything with that kind of paint on it, make sure that you're only disinfecting the tips and then use an alcohol wipe to clean the rest of the tweezers. But most of my tweezers are LashGod or Live Bay Lash. I love both of those companies. I find that their tweezers are my favorite. The pickup is always really easy, and if you take good care of them, they last a long time as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I post every Sunday around 6:15. I appreciate all of the support that you guys give me. If you can give me a like, please just give a thumbs up to me, and all the engagement helps. Thanks so much, guys, for continuously coming back and watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
I spoke with nothing to say. You just smiled politely.